Hi everyone, it's Kay here. Thank you very much for joining me today. I'm going to be doing a bit of a new thing with my channel, which is I'm going to be doing Monday card making and making cards Monday. I haven't quite decided which way around I'm going to do it because I'm finding that I'm doing my cards a bit haphazardly, and I'd like to do them a bit more regularly because that's my first thing that I started doing. So I'm going to be doing some layered cards today using the newest collection from Uniquely Creative. I do use a lot of Uniquely Creative products. I am not sponsored by them, or I don't get any money from them. This is just something that I love to do. So for my first card, I'm going to use this slimline card, and I cut two panels. This panel is the back and this panel is the front, so I'm just doing those, and I'm going to use this awesome new die from them that matches this collection that goes like that. So we'll do those to start off with, and I've cut this one to size of the card base. You can buy the card bases from Uniquely Creative too. If you didn't know, Uniquely Creative is a Adelaide-based company, and it started out by Tracy Schultz. She used to own a bricks and mortar shop called Paper Flourish, which still exists in Adelaide. It's owned by somebody else now, and then she had a late unexpected pregnancy, and so she was finding that trying to run the shop was a bit too much with a new child. So one day she was gathering some things together for her mum to do some scrapbooking, like it's things that match, and customers had said to her, well, that looks like a really great idea, we'd love to have something like, you could buy something like that too. And that's how Uniquely Creative started. She used to sell the kits in her shop, and then as the pregnancy progressed, she went, they've bought a new not a new house, but a house in the foothills of Adelaide, and built a warehouse and started there, and she has a few people working for her. And it's going from strength to strength because now they've got stores in America, and I'm not too sure. I think they've got some stores in the UK as well. I don't think I've got any UK. Oh yes, I do have some UK subscribers. Sorry, apologies. But they also ship from Adelaide internationally as well. If you are interested in any of their products, their best thing is these. They've got diamond tip, and they are ergonomic soft grips handle. I just find them really good, and I cut all my things out. I've got things everywhere because I'm not too sure what I'm going to use today. I'm going to play. That's how I make my cards. I play and work out what to do. So as I play, because that's half the fun. And I haven't done a layered card like where I've done. I do lay my elements, but I don't usually layer my bottoms. I tend to sort of be a bit of a clean using the white space. Is it supposed to be upside? It is supposed to be upside down. I'm just trying to work. Does it make a difference? No, it doesn't really make a difference which way around I put it. So I'm going to put it on my card base. And I was going to rub this one up as well. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty? Just to use as a background. I love this sort of thing. This sort of thing. Actually, I think I'm a very eclectic kind of tasting person. I just like lots of different things, actually, I think. I like clean and modern. I like grungy. Not too grungy though. I have to admit I don't like too grungy. And I like vintage. And I like, what else do I like? I like shabby chic. It's just ridiculous what I like. I'm using Forest Moss ink just to give it a definition and colour around the border. You don't have to do the roughing of the edges. If you don't, this is such an old tool, you don't have to use that. You can use scissors, the edges, use scissors like this. Go like that. And actually, it might be better actually sometimes. And I Uniquely Crowed did bring out a small what do they call it, distressing tool at Christmas time in their advent kit. Do you think I can find mine? No. I don't know where it is. I've obviously put it in somewhere safe and I don't know where it is. A bit annoying. It's like a really small round one. It was. But I've got this old one I use. I hardly ever use these gradient sides there. Like a bit of a board, an emery board. Perhaps I could. By, who was it? By Ingrid Bolme. One of the first things I ever bought, I think. Because I used to do card making classes at Paper Flourish, and I had a laugh. I sort of did smile. Somebody I knew from my teaching past went in there one day to get something, and I was doing a class. She said, "Oh, you're still doing classes?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "Oh, I didn't think you'd need to do them anymore." And I said, "Oh no, I don't do them because I need help creating cards. I do it because I like going for the social interaction with others." And when COVID hit, that sort of put the kibosh on things, and I haven't really got back into the swing of going. Okay, so there's my base, and I quite like the look of that rough edges because it's sort of like a natural thing. There's my die that I've already pre-cut. I'm going to use this gold thing, and I do have a pen, and I don't like the pens. I don't like the pens at all. I just find glue pens not very friendly. But once again, I'm talking to you, and I have forgotten to make sure that my glue is not clogged up, and I could use my tweezers so I don't get ink. There's glue all over me. Let's see how I go. Hope this video finds you all well. I've just been struggling a bit this week with a bit of a relapse. I was sick last week, and where I just get symptoms where I feel flat and lacking in energy, really washed out. And then I came good to go to a collectibles fair, and then I got it back again, and this one was worse, so I would end up in bed this time. But I think I've finally turned a corner now. I've actually managed to, I've been home. I was in bed for 2 days, and then I got up for a little while, and even just getting up was too much of an effort. It was hard, I should say. And then yesterday I actually managed to get to the shop. I walked to the shop for my husband. I said to him, don't know how far I'll get. I thought I would just manage the corner and get back again, but actually managed all the way to the shops and do the shopping as well. Isn't that pretty? That's so pretty. I could use, if I wanted to, I kept a little bits inside. I could go put them back if I wanted to, but it depends on how I go with the main feature, which is, oh, I can't get it up now. Put it in there. I've got loads of things here from the kit. The kit comes once a month, and it has, like for instance, this month it's got stickers, wood letter stickers. It's got rub-ons. It's got puffy stickers, and it's got the lace, and and it's got the vellum cuts, and it's got some creative cuts, which is like the thicker. And these ones, a lot of these other ones, I've cut out by hand. There's fussy cuts. So we're going to use this wonderful fairy here, but I'm not too sure how I'm going to use her yet. So whether I want to sort of not drown the background, but use it as another thing. So I'm thinking of even actually using this vellum one underneath to give her a bit of dimension, maybe. Not sure whether that's worth it, because it's a waste really. I'm going to put her up on foam mounts, and I didn't get them out. Oh dear. Sometimes I think that if my head wasn't screwed on, forget that too. So I'm just going to put the foam in the middle so that I can tuck things underneath it as I go. Oops. So wasn't able to go and watch my grandsons play football yesterday because I didn't think I'd be up to that, because I live about half an hour away, and you stand up for 40 minutes. I could take a chair, I know, but sometimes when it's cold, it's easier. I don't know. Sometimes when you sit when it's cold, it feels colder. Well, I think it does anyway. Okay, so I'm going to tuck some flowers and things around her. Whether I'm going to use one of these masks, I don't know. Aren't they adorable? Maybe I could use one of this wood nymphs. No, I don't think that's the right kind of thing. I'm going to cut some of these though, just in case I need to use one of those. Not too sure. Like I said, because I'm just going to play and see what works. You're going to say to me, you're hiding the flourish K. Yes, I am, but not all together, if you know what I mean. That's going to go in there, I think. That's nicely. Should we say that she's, what's her name? The Queen, Titania, in Midsummer Night's Dream. I don't know. A long time ago since I did love Midsummer Night's Dream. Midsummer Night's Dream is a play by Shakespeare, which I think we studied when I was in 4th year high school. I don't know, what do they call it? Do they call it 4th year high school anymore or not? Year 11. Sorry, Kay. Showing my age here. That might actually be a bit... No. I don't know if I want to do that one in the end after all. So yes, that was a long time ago. Long time ago. I hate to think how many years really. Makes you feel old when that sort of, when you think, stop and think. Because Titania was the queen of the fairies, and from memory, in the Midsummer Night's Dream, played by Shakespeare, and after that I know there was a character called Bottom, which is just such a funny name, and I don't know, I can't remember what happened there. I just don't remember. So did you study that when you were at school? And you sort of dissect everything, and then you just, it's boring. I think we did that, and then it was either Hamlet or Macbeth in year 12. reckon we did Shylock as well, which is Shylock a play by Shakespeare? Merchant of Venice? That's the Merchant of Venice, isn't it? I don't know. Can't remember. I reckon we did that as well, somewhere along the line. I think I'm going to have to cover over that one, which is a shame. I want to build up this sort of layer of flowers. I can see I'm not sticking anything down at the moment because I just want to see how it's going to work. There's a hummingbird under there, so I'm going to put the hummingbird on top like that. What do you think so far? Coming along well, do you reckon? You telling me it looks alright? Because it doesn't really need a lot because it's such a pretty background, but I just want to be able to build up something so it looks effective. And I might not get to my other card. I have got another card to do as well, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't know whether I want any more or not because I don't want to drown it in too much stuff. Okay, let's start sticking down before I forget everything. And now that I've done that, I bet you that I'll forget what I did. Do you do that? You sort of work out what to do and then promptly forget what you do, what you've worked out what to do. That's the only thing about not sticking everything down at once. But I think I'm not the only one that does that. I think lots of people do tend to sort of work out what they want to do and then... I think I told you one day that when I start doing classes, I just stick down everything straight away and then realised after a while that wasn't a good thing to do. I could have lifted her up a bit higher to create even more layers, but using the lace creates a bit of layer as well. Where's my tweezers? Otherwise I'll end up with glue all over my fingers for these skinny bits. Oh, that's the only thing with me and tweezers. I always hold it wrongly. It's stuck with a glue string here. Sorry. So the other thing we were going to do yesterday was we were going to have our grandsons for the afternoon and night for our youngest daughter and her husband to go to a darts presentation in the afternoon, which sort of goes on for quite a while, and wasn't really up to it, so they went to our other daughter's place. So it's interesting because, not interesting, but it's nice that because like the weekend before, my grandson, my youngest daughter looked after our granddaughter. So because my eldest daughter has got a daughter, so they looked after her last weekend, and this weekend they were able to return the favour. So this is just as well. We couldn't have had our grandsons all afternoon and all night. I wouldn't have been up to it. I know that's not how I did it before. I just know it's not. I think it was sort of more over this way, a bit more. So she shared a picture this morning, my eldest granddaughter, of her and the 3 kids, grandsons and granddaughter, all walking to the beach, because they don't live that far from the beach, but it's a bit of a hike to walk. So they've actually managed to get to the beach. Good on them, that's all I can say. It's about 5 minutes by car, and I reckon it would take a good 20 minutes, half an hour to walk. So they've actually managed to walk there, which is good. I mean, they are getting older now. I think I've told you my grandson, eldest one, turned 10 not so long ago, and the other one's 7. He'll be 8 in November. My granddaughter was 7 last month, so they're about the same age. They get on really, really well, which is really lovely to see. And it's good that my granddaughters can support each other with the babysitting arrangements, because usually it was just us for our youngest daughter, because her husband's parents lived a bit of a distance. And I'm going to put this bird up on a foam mat if I can find one that's sort of, might have to cut it. Might have to cut one couple to fit on there because it's a bit narrow. Oops. Feeling a bit chuffed because I've now reached 800 subscribers. That's really, I'm just totally blown away by that. It's just wonderful that people think that my work is interesting enough to have a look at. What do you think? I think maybe a bit more down here, just to sort of trail down a little bit. I've got trailing here. Cover up with that. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes I find it hard to fussy cut that. I'm going to put it on the foam mat. Find it hard to fussy cut the stems when they're skinny like that. Have you had the same trouble? What else shall I have? Anything else, do you think? There's another little thingy here. Another leaf, maybe. Under here, like that. I think, yes, I think I quite like that. This is what I found really hard to cut properly, because it's just so thin. Very hard not to chop off the stem in the process. I think that might be about it by then. That's enough, I think. I'm just not sure whether this needs another something here. Yep. Looks very regal like now, do you think? And I've got some words here. Do I want any words on your special day? Happy birthday. or this little one. I quite like the little one actually. Going to just put a bit of forest moss around it so they're not quite so white, because she's not overly white. Because you know what, I think this one looks a bit odd because it's on the foam mounts and the rest of them aren't, so I'm going to take that off carefully so I don't rip anything else that's underneath it. And I'm going to do that. Oh, I can see that, me too. I'm going to do that. Oh good, I didn't take that foam mount off. And just stick it back down flat because it looks a bit odd. Got on a thinner foam mount, I suppose. Trying to get it underneath that bit of lace I am. And this other leaf underneath is coming up now, which is a bit of a shame. It's not stuck down properly. Okay. That just doesn't look right somehow. What have I done wrong? Something. That's better. A bit more underneath, and it needs to get rid of the glue. That's better. I think that's enough for that one. I could use the hearts that come out of the middle of the thing around, but I don't know, I think I might just leave it like that. Just enough of the gold to peek through. That looks lovely. I think I think that looks really lovely. So I'm just going to put that card to one side. I've got time for another one. Why not? This time I'm just going to use a standard card base, and I've just cut that one from, this bit came from up here, and this bit came from there. So again, I'm trying to sort of keep to the same look. Where's my tool? Oh, I may as well rough this one up as well. Oh, why can't I do that? Hold on to the K. Isn't that funny? I could do the other one, but for some unknown reason I'm having trouble with it. So and where's the other bit that I had? Here. Let's see if I can do this one a bit better. If you're wondering why I never mention my children or my grandchildren by name, it's because I respect their privacy, and my eldest daughter and her husband don't have a strong social media profile because they just think it's not a safe thing to do. They have one, but they never put their daughter on social media, so I have to respect that. And my youngest daughter, she does do things on Facebook, but again, I'm respecting her and her children, because these days you have to be so careful with you know, especially young people, because of all the horrible things that happen. So out of respect for their privacy, I never mention their names or where they live, because you just never know. Sad, isn't it, really? that we have to, I mean, they have to protect everybody because there's some horrible people out there. Social media is damaging so many kids and their mental health. Babbling on here, sorry. I'm going to do that right down the bottom there. And I do mention my husband's name every now and again, but I try not to as well because he's not a strong social media person either, and you need to respect his privacy. I think that just needs a bit more forest moss. He's currently doing the vacuum cleaning, so if you can hear that, I'm sorry for that. I'm not physically able to do the vacuum cleaning anymore, and when I got sick about 11 years ago, it just robbed me a lot of my, and he just took over, and he's just happy to continue on because it gives him something to do. I said to him, I think I'm strong enough now to go back to doing some housework. And he says, no, I'll do it. You know, because I think, give me something to do, he says. So, okay. Because he's retired as well as me. Okay, so there's my 2 layers for that. And this time I'm using this die. This is an older die from Uniquely Creative. I can't remember what it's called, sorry. But it's on their website. All the links are below for if you're interested in having a look at their website. I'm again going to use this 450 glue. It's probably the only thing wrong with using this glue is it does have strings everywhere, so you've got to be mindful of that. But I'm just not, I don't know, I'm just not a big fan of the white glues. They just leave everything feeling wet. So put that there. And I'm going to use this fairy here. I'm going to put her in the frame. I'm going to build up a bit of a picture around her. Now she was something from the vellum cuts, and I can just see already that I haven't cut out properly here because they're on the creative cuts. They're a bit thicker. They're not pre outlined and cut, those kind of things. Same. A lot of people, companies call them die cuts. So I'm just going to make sure it's just sort of looks a bit neater. I thought I did this before, but obviously not very well. That's better. So I'm going to actually just not foam mount her because I'm going to build a picture around her. Sorry, it was a bit noisy with me, wasn't it, really? Sorry about that. Just realised that that's not cut very well. So we got lamb shanks for tea, and it's already on. I don't do the cooking either. He's so good. He's so good. Because like for 3 years there I was just so ill, and with one thing and another, and just knocked the socks off me really. And I got quite low and depressed. It was just awful. The physical stuff was bad enough. I could hardly do anything, and I shouldn't say for the whole year, but things happened to me for 3 years in a row, and two lots of really bad things happened to my lungs. I could hardly breathe, and then got the shingles, and that was horrible. I want to use some of the pink. What happened to all my pink ones? I think I used them all up on this one over here. Not pink, coral. I mean, and it did knock me down physically, but it was the mental thing that I found really hard. That realised, you know, like not being able to get better and for ages, and not being able to do the things I wanted to do anymore. All of those sort of things, which was quite hard to deal with. But this making cards, and then later on finding making journals, has been the best thing. Really helped me mentally, and you know, helped my well-being. It's a wonderful hobby. I'm just going to see if I can find some more coral flowers, because I've got them all up here. So I've got different layers here. Some are mounted, some are flat. Some are just resting on the frame, which makes them a bit higher anyway. Might use a bit of lace. As well. Underneath, which I should have done first. Just going to try and get it under there. I think that I might just put another one over this, just to soften that a little bit. This one's not stuck down very well. Actually, what I might do is take that one off and put this bigger one there. That's better. That's the other thing about 450 glue that I like. It gives you wriggle room, and you can pull things up without getting reasonably straight afterwards, and doesn't sort of tear, or generally doesn't tear. I think I might, where's the other lace? Should I put the other lace around here? Probably should do, shouldn't I, just for balance. This one's bigger though, but I think that looks better. And you need something at the top just to sort of give it that balance as well. This is so relaxing, so nice. Oh, I think that's about all I need for that one, really. And I didn't use any of my other things I got out because I wasn't sure how I was going to work this. This just looks a bit flat on this side. So I'm just going to stick that down. This is not stuck down very well, so I need to stick down a bit more. And this one on top. I don't know now because I can't see the top of the frame, and I'm just, maybe it should be the small ones like these, or maybe a bird again. I've got lots of them. Just realised that's not come out, this bit here. Oh, a bird that side, what do you think? That was cut out better. Different colour though. This one here is the right colour. Just needs to be cut a bit better. So hard. So hard. Get around that beak. I think the designers are uniquely creative, like hummingbirds, because I use them a lot. Yeah, that's better. That sort of balances everything out. But I think I might just not foam mount that one either, and because it'll be uplifted by the frame. Uplifted? Lift it up. Anything else, do you think? Just got some bits and pieces here I could use, but I don't want to overdo it. I often tear my bits up because I just make them a bit smaller. That was really hard to cut, that one. It still doesn't look good to me. Take the stem off, sometimes it's easier. I think that'll be my lot for today. Really happy with the way they turned out, and it was fun to make them. I really just find it such a restful, calming, beautiful exercise that sort of blends in too much for that one. Let's pop it there. Oh, stuck to my fingers now. Oh, still stuck to my fingers. Got glue on it, that's why. I don't know, just take it away. Doesn't serve any purpose really. Anyway, I think that's my 2 cards for the day. Excuse the mess around me, but I wasn't sure what I wanted to play with. Quite often I use the vellum cuts as a layer, and I didn't do that today. I could have used some words, and I didn't use the words either. Believe in the magic. I like that one. But where am I going to put it? Up here, under the frame. Just have to very carefully pull it up a little bit, cut it off, give it a bit of inking with forest moss. You don't have to do the inking. It's entirely up to you. I just like to do it because I think it looks, because I like the way it looks. That's all. I mean, you don't have to do anything that I've done, but I just to help you, hopefully it'll inspire you to make some of your own. I'll have a go at layering. See what you come up with. Quite a bit of paper, sorry. Thank you very much for joining me today, and I hope you like my cards. Give me a thumbs up, make a comment. It'd be really lovely to hear from you, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Thank you very much for joining me today. Please take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.